Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're taking a look at Tesla as well as ARKK. So without further ado, let's take a look at the charts of Tesla. So for Tesla, recently it has pretty good rebound, but more recently is starting to turn a little bearish. So looking at the recent high of around 314, and it actually hit a low of around 101.81. So looking at the Fibonacci resistance on the way up, you can see that we actually cleared most of the resistance, but we found trouble clearing this 50% at 208.24. In the event that we can actually clear it, then potentially we may see 61.8% at around 233 or even 269 being retested. But looking at the support currently, from a low of 101 to a high of 217, you can see that we are approaching a very critical Fibonacci support level at 61.8% at 173. If this can hold, then potentially we may see a higher low created, and thereafter we can continue going up. But that's it. If this 173 were to break down, then we might likely slide further down to 160 and even potentially 146. So hopefully on the way down, the cloud should also act as a support. As you can see, the cloud acted as a resistance on the way up. So looking at the two resistance that we have to clear, so we have to clear this red baseline, which is currently around 190. So that will be the first resistance. And the second resistance we are looking at is at this blue conversion line at this 195, 196 levels. So currently you can see that this blue conversion line was in fact crossed above the red baseline from below. But unfortunately now the blue conversion line is starting to turn downwards. So that may appear to be a sell signal unless we are able to cross back above and remain above the red baseline. So that would be a good sign for Tesla. So let's move on to ARKK. So for ARKK, it's pretty similar in pattern. You can see that the recent high was around $53 for ARK. And thereafter, we went all the way down to around $29, even breaking down the $30 psychological support level. So on the way up, the key resistance that we had to clear was this 61.8% at around $44. But as you can see, once we hit it, we actually saw a higher wick shadow for this particular candle. So this was a sign that there were sellers at this particular level. We put back down all the way to the red baseline. It acted as a support, and thereafter we saw a rebound, only to come down lower thereafter. So looking at the Fibonacci supports from a low of 29.43 to a high of 45.46, the 61.8% seems to have already broken down at around $39. So the next support we're looking at is potentially $37 and $35. As you can see, we are also approaching the cloud pretty soon. So hopefully the cloud will act as a support on the way down for ARKK. So two resistance to watch. The first resistance will be this blue conversion line. Currently is around 39.30. And the second resistance, which is a more critical resistance for us to clear, will be this red baseline. And it's currently around 41.50. So hopefully you see buyers stepping back in for both Tesla and ARK. If not, it's likely for us to remain pretty bearish and will likely for us to fall further towards the next Fibonacci support level. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.